Well, hello there, Gemini. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your April 2023 love reading. This is for all of you currently in a romantic partnership of some kind. If you are single and looking for new love, please check out the singles readings that are already up for you. And if you do find that you enjoy your reading, please remember to take a moment here to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel as well. Leave a comment down below. Where are you watching from? What's going on? So let's get right into April. We've got a lot of changes, a lot of things going on. Okay, a lot of planetary impacts and influences. Okay, number one, all the planets are direct right up until April 21st. We've got a solar eclipse, and this is in the sign of Aries. It's actually the second new moon in Aries in the calendar month. So this is a black moon. So it's fairly rare. Okay, and with this energy of Aries and this direct planets all propelling you forward, and the eclipse is at the 29th degree, it's like a now or never kind of energy. So a significant impact for you to make change, to move forward, to get things out in the open, to make some decisions in your world. And of course, there can be a lot of love and romance in the air, but there can also be a little bit of turbulent energy as well. But the full moon in Libra on April 6th can really have you focused on your relationship. So if you've been distracted or you've had other things going on, we've got work that gets in the way, we've got family things going on, all of that kind of stuff. And this may be where you do shift your focus to your relationship at this time. Okay, you focus on what is going right, you focus on what is going wrong, you address some issues and maybe clear the air and set the stage for the future, right? Aries is the first astrological sign in the zodiac. So this is about a fresh beginning, a new start, looking out and making plans. So that full moon in Libra, also with the Libran energy, there's a focus on balance and harmony in your relationships as well. And this can be your relationship with your person, but also external, your friends, your family, your work relationships. Okay, all of these have an impact on your love life. So this is a time where if something's been brewing beneath the surface or something hasn't been addressed for some time, expect the unexpected here, folks. This is where things are going to come out in the open. Okay, things may come to a conclusion, things may come to a head. So there might be a little bit of drama. Okay, it's for everybody. Okay, but this is a season of transformation and change, especially since we've got Pluto that is now in the sign of Aquarius, and this is all about power. Pluto brings passion, but Pluto represents the death card, right? Which is endings, new beginnings. This is transformation, evolution, growth, rebirth. Okay, coming alive, out with the old energies, in with the new. So you might have some very important decisions that you're making in the month ahead. Okay, but we do have the Lovers card coming in here for you, and this is of course Gemini energy. So you might very much be focused on communicating with your partner, talking about things, making those decisions, those life impacting decisions in your world. But the Lovers card is a wonderful energy. It's true love, it's feeling that connection, feeling two hearts come together as one, and really focusing on your partnership, on your relationship. But it also brings choices. Okay, and so when we do have that Lovers card, right, it represents choices for the heart, matters of the heart. Okay, so you could really be making some important decisions in your relationship, or figuring out can we resolve some issues, or do we want to resolve some issues? Okay, because of course the big theme through the month of April, carrying forward from March, is things may come to an end, new things may start, but we may just find a new and better way of dealing with things as well. Okay, so big transformations here for you. So you could very much be focused on matters of the heart there, and trying to get things on track. There might be someone here who expresses their feelings for the first time, especially if you're in a newer relationship. This is where I love yous come out, right? This is where we have those big important talks about where are we going with our relationship, what are our values, wants, needs, and desires. And even at any stage in your relationship, we've got a lot of things that impact us. So sometimes we need to really just have that little heart to heart, and that's what that Lovers card can certainly bring in. But with this being your energy here, Gemini, if you really do feel like you're focused on the things that you do want, And because we do have that Pluto influence, and especially in Aquarius, this is a futuristic kind of energy, making those long-term plans for the future. The solar eclipse brings in a big energy, impacting the next 6 months for you. But that Aquarian energy is the longer term goals and dreams. Okay. So, but the Pluto energy brings power. And so you might be looking at, really turning inwards a little bit, and where are you feeling powerful in your relationship and where are you feeling powerless? Okay. And you might be trying to reconcile something within there and maybe kind of restore a little bit of balance. Okay. Is it an imbalance in commitment level? Is it an imbalance in, responsibilities? Okay. Are you carrying all of the load, carrying all of the workload in the relationship, and someone's just sitting back and having some fun? So you might be really having a look at those things, and you might be taking back some personal power, in a positive way. Okay. But we do have the Hanged Man coming in here as well. So this can certainly indicate that you have been waiting for something for a while, or that you've been very patient, okay, for something to transpire for a bit. The Hanged Man also does bring in an element of the need to step back or surrender, go with the flow. Okay. It can also be where you do let things go. Okay, that Hanged Man, it's like, I'm just going to turn my world upside down a little bit here, and I'm just going to release anything that falls out of my pockets, right? Imagine if you're, actually doing like a handstand or something, anything loose, anything that doesn't matter, anything that you don't want to hold on to falls out of your pockets onto the ground, say goodbye. So sometimes here we can decide to drop an argument. Okay, those little things that get under our skin. Does it matter? Does it matter? Yes. Does it matter? No. Can we let something go? Okay, those things that we need to talk about, get out in the open. Sometimes we need to embrace the Hanged Man energy to let bygones be bygones, right? So really do let something go. But the Hanged Man does bring us a higher perspective. It's one of those energies where we take that step back. We see something from someone else's point of view. We can recognize and see where they're coming from. What is someone else's past experience with love? What do they want out of relationships? How do they perceive a situation within your relationship, right? Because when we open ourselves up to looking at something through another lens, this is quite often where we get that, oh, I totally didn't see it that way. We get an aha moment, we get some enlightenment, and the Hangman does bring about some enlightenment. But it is one of these energies where we are kind of just going with the flow. We're allowing things to happen. We're allowing things to unfold at their natural course. We're being patient, but we're open to different things. We're open to trying things. We're open to discussion, right? So it is a slow energy. It's actually kind of a stopping point. Okay. But it does serve a purpose. And when we slow down our world a little bit, this is where, we can feel a little bit more comfortable, or we can, take the time, right, to be a little bit more open. So the Hanged Man, no one likes to see it because it's not a forward moving energy, right? We're just hanging out. Okay, and so some people don't like it because of that. But in our hustle and bustle of our world, we do need to take a pause. We do need to take a time out there. So maybe you are taking some time to spend some more time with your person, to focus again on your relationship. Maybe you go on a trip, or maybe you just have a quiet night at home, that kind of thing, and you just really connect, okay, on a deep emotional level. But we do have the Judgment card coming here. And when we do have the Judgment card, this is all about making a final decision. This is things coming to light. Okay, this is things that have been beneath the surface that really do come into the bright light, and they are examined. They're talked about. We make decisions. Okay, we get feelings that come out of the open. We get fears that come out in the open, right? So it's all about this revelation of things. And, when we examine things, when we look at things, when we speak our truth, okay, this is where we can really make an important decision. So I do feel here that there is a big turning point for a lot of you here right now. And, where if anything has been keeping you stuck in one spot, or anything hasn't been revealed, I feel like there is that revelation, or there is that release and letting go. The Judgment card does bring out an energy. I mean, especially the Judgment card with the Hanged Man. There is a big need here to get things out in the open, let things go, and move forward. Okay. Now, for some of you, this could possibly be the potential to release a relationship, right? Surrender, letting go, and letting go. With the Judgment card, right, we can sometimes close the chapter. But I feel with the Lovers card there, I feel there may be some of you that maybe you are coming to that turning point in your relationship where it's like all or nothing. And that's what the eclipse brings in. It's that now or never kind of energy. It's like all or nothing, now or never. Now is the time to make a decision. We got to figure something out. So for some of you, yeah, that Judgment card, unfortunately, with that Hanged Man, can be because you're connecting with your heart space, the Lovers card there. You're really turning inward and you're making the right decisions for you. Sometimes we stay in a relationship out of a sense of duty, out of a sense of guilt. And the thing is if it's not working for you, and if it's not a balanced relationship and there's one person more committed than the other, you might really be examining that and, possibly letting something go. And it is unfortunately part of that energy that we do have going on. Okay. But I feel like here it's not a snap decision. It's not a snap judgment. And I feel that this is something that's probably been going on for a while. And it's like, you know what? I can't live this way. Okay. But I think for others of you here, this is really preparing yourself for the future and what is to come in your relationship. And I think that you are at this turning point where you're having those deep discussions, where you are speaking your truth and where you are making decisions about where your relationship is going. And when we have that Judgment card, it's clearing the path and it's clearing the way a little bit. The Judgment card does bring about an element of healing and forgiveness and second chances, though, as well. So if your relationship has been a little bit maybe on the rocks, maybe you've been separated from your person, or maybe there's just been something kind of standing in your way from moving forward with your person, I feel like here that there is this kind of open energy of being willing to let things go and being willing to give that second chance, forgive, find peace, heal, and then move forward with your relationship, right? But both parties, Lovers card, two people, okay, both parties need to be willing to do that. All right. And if both parties are willing to do that and have that open mind, have that open energy, then the future looks very bright for you. So let's see what else we've got here. The 10 of Earth. We love that. The Ace of Earth. Holy moly, that's even better. The Messenger of Air, communication, and the 5 of Earth. Okay, so we do have the 10 of Earth here and the Ace of Earth. Now this is the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So with this being Pentacles energy, there could certainly be something going on here in your physical world. So your money, your career, your home life, okay? The 10s are quite often endings leading way to new beginnings with the aces. So this can certainly be blending of two people. Maybe it's time to move in together. This can be deepening commitments, deepening bonds. Okay, this could be focus on your home and your family, but this could also be finding a better way to deal with your money. You might be blending resources. Okay, you might be buying something with your person. The aces, okay, the tens bring about an element of security and stability, and everything is good. I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling abundant. Okay, so whether it's your money, whether it's your relationship, right, whether it's your family, whatever that happens to be, your career, okay, there's good things going on here with this energy. All right, but I feel like even if there's good things going on, there is still something new coming in here, or there is this element of taking the next step and making those improvements. So you might be blending funds with your person, you might be buying a house together, you might be blending families, moving in together, that kind of thing. But the aces are quite often a gift, and a gift from the universe, something that you're manifesting in, and it can certainly be something new. So it could be that proposal, it could be the engagement ring, it could be an anniversary gift, it could be the gift of time. Okay, but the aces do carry with them an element of luck as well. Okay, so it could just be that, I'm feeling more positive, I'm feeling more abundant, and I'm feeling like I'm kind of embracing a little bit of luck and a little bit of wonderful energy. Some of you might be starting a new job, and this can actually impact your relationship here as well. Okay, because it's bettering your situation. We're getting out of an energy of lack here and into the flow of abundance. Okay, so wonderful things going on. But the Ace of Earth, it can be either those new beginnings, the fresh start, or it can be the next stage, right? And the one put together here is number 11. Okay. And we like the number 11, right? It's all about the new, all about taking the initiative, all about moving forward. Okay. And getting ourselves out of a rut. So a little bit of magic, really coming into your physical world. Now, I do have to say as well, the 10 of Earth is quite often a card of inheritance. So something may be coming to you from family. Okay, maybe even from your job. In the Ace of Earth, this can be a gift. This can be advice or help. This can be money coming in, right? That inheritance flows down. Okay, but we can also have those words of wisdom that can come in here as well for you. Okay, because communication really is the key. We've got the messenger of air. Now, there could be some really exciting news coming in for some of you, or we're just focused more on communication, right? Focused on where we want to go. This can certainly represent, with the messenger of air coming in beside the ace of earth, some sort of offer or proposal where you have an instant answer. Okay, where you answer something right away. And think of if, because the messenger of air is the Knight of Swords, right? So very quick moving energy, very decisive, very action oriented. Okay, and so this can be something coming in here for you with this Ace of Earth and this conversation where it's like yes or no, yes. Okay, and so very positive news that may be on the way for you. Okay, now with the Five of Earth coming in here as well, this is the Five of Pentacles. All right. And so in this particular deck, it actually has a lot more positive connotation to it. It's been challenging for a lot of people, especially in their money world, right? Their family finances, that kind of thing. Things are more expensive. We feel in the pinch, right? We're feeling the things hit our pocketbook. And there's a little bit of economic uncertainty. There's a lot of changes, a lot of chaos going around. All right. And with this, when we get the Five of Earth in this particular deck, normally the Five of Earth is one of lack, one of I don't have, one of, I'm never going to find these things, or I'm never going to get these things, or it's a little bit of desolation, right? Feeling like, you're kind of wounded and just out in the cold and not feeling it, right? But there's always a potential there to turn things around. And in this Five of Earth energy out of this particular deck, this is about looking at the bright side. This is about finding a better way. Okay. This is about looking to do things a little bit differently. Now, yes, it can be a loss. All right. And so for some of you here with the messenger of air facing the Ace of Earth, this can go either way for some of you, right? Because maybe you are looking for some strength and some long-term commitments, that long-term stability and security in your life. And some of you here may be making a decision that your way to find that is to let something go. And so something a little bit more in alignment, something newer and better can come in for you. Okay. And sometimes those relationships do just hit that turning point, right? We've gone as far as we can go. Okay. And sometimes if we force things, this is when things really do get chaotic. So for some of you, you are really making that all important decision. Okay. That, my path to the future is to leave something behind. But I also do feel here that for some of you, the Five of Earth can represent that you're dipping into your money a little bit, okay? Or that you're really focused on finding an improvement, and especially in this deck, okay? Because this is finding a different way, looking to alternate sources of abundance, looking at things a different way, trying to turn things around, see things more positively, okay? And this really does put you in a better energy. But look at all the earth energy, right? Look at all this money energy, or this physical world energy, I should say. And with the messenger of air, it's air sign energy, right? And so we do have this energy of communicating about our finances, or about where we spend our money. So again, some of you might be joining forces with your money here, right? 2 paychecks are better than 1. You might be making a purchase. Okay, because the Five of Earth can be a depletion of your money. But with the Ace of Earth here, the messenger of air, I feel like some of you are buying a house, you're moving to a better location. Maybe you're again, moving in together. Okay, you're making a purchase of some kind that really does benefit you. It depletes your savings a little bit there, okay, or it puts you in hock, puts you into, you know, something where you have to pay back some money, okay, but it is for a good purpose. It's for a reason, all right? Someone might actually be spending some money on a gift. Okay, so whether it's something to do with travel or whether it's an engagement ring or something like that, okay, there just might be somebody spending money on a gift. Okay, but I do think here that you are finding a better way and things are looking up for you. Things are looking a little bit brighter. And I think here you're making a conscious effort to turn your back on negativity and focus on the positive, right? And if you see this messenger of air, she is looking this way towards the ace and the 10 of earth and turning the back on the 5 of earth. And sometimes we do just need to make this very conscious effort to look to the future, right? And not focus on the negative. And sometimes that can really, really help turn our lives around. It's not always the easiest thing to do, right? So let's see what else is coming out here for you guys. We've got the star. Beautiful. Loving that energy. That carries some luck with it. Okay. Also carries some electricity. We've got the coffin coming in there, which can represent endings. Okay. We do have the ship there as well. All right. We'll pull them all. We've got the bouquet. Oh my goodness gracious me. The stars and the bouquet. Whoo, this is nice. Okay. We've got the clouds, but the clouds, they can bring a little bit of turbulent energy, but the sun also comes out and we've got the anchor. Okay, lovely. We've got the scythe coming in here. We've got the heart and we have thoughts, and this is actually thoughts in love. Okay, so the focus really is here on turning things around. Okay, the clouds can bring in turbulence, can bring in uncertainty, confusions, doubts. Okay, and there is a dark side and there is a bright side. So the focus here, the focal point of your month could be, again, the 5 of earth, to look at the bright side, to look to the future, to look and see how I can improve my situation. What choices, what decisions, what judgments am I making that will really help me achieve my goals and what I want in love. The anchor represents goals. Okay, the anchor also represents stability, whereas the clouds brings in some instability. Okay, so I think here that if there's been questions or doubts or there's been something going on, there's a very all important decision that gets you right back on track to where you want to be. Okay, so the stars does bring about some luck. It also really speaks to your intuition, a lot of energy that comes in with the stars as well. Okay, so you're trusting your intuition. You're really looking to the future here. It's a little bit of a different star than in the tarot, but it's still a good card. Okay, so you know, I think you're really looking to the future. And there's a little bit of, I think for some of you, there's some excitement in the air here as well. Okay, because we do have the bouquet that comes in here as well, which can certainly represent happiness and joy, gifts, things coming in, some positive vibes for you, things that make you happy, put a smile on your face, maybe even things that are unexpected. The scythe can represent a couple of different things. Okay, with the scythe and the flowers together, okay, this can actually represent a bouquet of flowers, like quite literally. So maybe someone surprises you and gives you a bouquet of flowers, or maybe they surprise you and give you a gift of some kind. Okay, so it can be very exciting, but the scythe can also be a very quick, decisive energy, kind of like that messenger of swords. So there could be something very positive come in and you've got to make that quick decision. Okay, or maybe you're just feeling like time is of the essence there in that. However, so for some of you, this is very, very positive. You're cutting through any kind of confusion or doubt. Okay, you're making a final decision, right? That coffin there can be endings. It can, you know, be closing one chapter, opening another, right? Moving forward into the future. It can be making a final decision. However, with the scythe and the clouds and some other things here, it can certainly represent that decision, okay, to let something go. And this can represent a broken heart with the scythe right beside the heart. Okay, so it can represent that for you, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, in order for you to move forward, achieve your goals, find a love that is healthy for you and that makes you happy, your answer, your solution with the scythe is to make that very difficult decision to let something go. It will break your heart a little bit, but it will set the stage for your future. Very challenging energy for some of you, but we've already seen that up here and we see the potential up here as well. Okay, so I think if that kind of turning point is in your future, your intuition, the stars there, you already know. You already know. You can see your future. You already know what the future holds for you. And I think here it's just that you are bringing things to light, right? You're shining a light on things, even though there might be some fears and some doubts that do creep in, and it is a very difficult choice for you. This sets the stage for you to move forward in a more healthy, positive way. Okay. But I do think for others of you, I think that the skies are clearing. I think there's some great things coming in for you. I think you might get some gifts. I think there's a little bit of healing coming in here. There is also, this is a very quick energy, but the scythe can also harvest things as well. Okay. So this can be a time of harvest and abundance for you. We see that with the 10 of earth rather than the 5 of earth. So this can again be a conscious effort to look at the bright side of things and not focus on the shadows, not focused on the dark, right? And so sometimes that in itself is difficult to do because sometimes we need to deal with some issues that have given us a little bit of a challenge. Okay. But the thoughts and love here with the anchor and the ship, this is all about making decisions, thinking about your relationship here, thinking about your person, making some decisions about your future, your goals, where you want to be, what makes you feel solid, stable, and secure, and you're ready to make some moves. Now with the ship here, this is a forward movement. This is an energy. It brings success, right? The anchor is our end game, right? That's where we want to get to. And I do feel here that some of you are very much on the right track to getting things a little bit more stable and where you want them to really be in your relationship. But of course, this may require taking some action or making some sort of moves, or again, getting something out in the open. Deal with the issues. The clouds is not a happy card, okay? But this is where we deal with the issues that we are faced with in our relationships, right? We figure out, we bring things to a close with that coffin there, and we move forward. Okay. And sometimes we just need to do that in our relationships, right? We need to focus and, get things back on track. So I do feel there's some healing here. I do feel that there is something here that does need to be addressed somewhere. Okay. But then I think that there is that back on track kind of energy. And if you are one of those that you're like, I don't see a future here. I'm sad. I'm feeling lonely. I'm just not feeling great. And I just know that there's something better. I don't think this is a surprise for you. I think this is something that has been going on for a while. And I think that you'll almost feel like a sense of relief. And I think sometimes when you make a decision and when you do really speak your truth and when you are honest with yourself, the judgment card right there, sometimes it's a release of a burden. And even though it brings us pain and heartache and that kind of thing, it also at the same time brings us that sense of relief. All right. So I do think there is some healing here for you. I think there is a letting go, but I don't really think it's a rash decision. Okay. We have a deep knowing energy, so trust your intuition. Okay, the deep knowing says there's something internal, something inside you that you know the answer, you know the solution, you know what you need to do, you know what actions you need to take to get yourself to where you want to be. Okay, this deep knowing is within you, all of the wisdom that you have gained over this lifetime and previous lifetimes, you are tapping into that. Okay, you are tapping into that and you are using that in a good way, right? So, but I also think here for some of you, number one, yes, you are trusting your intuition, but I also do think here that there's a little bit of a surprise in the wind for some of you, especially with that bouquet, especially with the stars there. Okay, I think that there is something here that's going to catch you off guard, but in a positive way. All right, and we see that the Ace of Earth is up there. We've got the Lover's card and everything. So you might get a gift, an offer, an opportunity, an engagement ring, a proposal, something. Okay, and I think that already. Okay, your intuition is telling you, right? And so I think that whatever happens in your month ahead, even though there might be some very quick moving energy and some surprise, I think deep down you already knew. Okay, so trust your instincts and trust your intuition there, right? Because you deep down you know what's going on. Okay, and but I do think that there is this element of trusting all of your senses, and especially your higher senses, and you really are looking out into the future. That inner wisdom is really going to help you. And we have the Fates coming in here. Now it's card number 17, and I love this card. Okay, the Fates is 17, relates back to the Star card. The Star card is 16 in this particular deck, but 17 in the tarot is the Aquarian energy, and that does bring in that Pluto influence. Okay, looking at the future, blessings, miracles, things blossoming in your world, or things happening that are meant to happen. Okay, so when we do get the Fates, for some of you, this is really an element of there's something going on that is a fated energy. The wheels have already been set in motion, and all we need to do is sit back and allow something to run its natural course. Okay, for some of you, this is very exciting. Okay, for some of you, this is exciting for the future, but you've got to do something challenging to find it, all right, or to follow it. Okay, but the Fates does, in the upright here, bring in blessings for you, bring in happiness for you, brings in a shift in your energy. Okay, so trust your instincts, your intuition, right? There's something going on that is meant to be, it's meant to happen. Okay, and we need to allow it to happen. We need to pay attention to the signs. We need to pay attention to our emotions. We need to pay attention to what's going on. And we do sometimes get called into action, right? That Knight of Swords energy that we've got coming in here. So we are sometimes called into action, but we're really following this very spiritual energy, and that's there for you. But the Fates also brings in karma. Okay, so some of you have got some really good karma headed your way. But yeah, the wheels are in motion. Okay, whether it's blessings for you or whether it is this element of letting go for that select few of you, you know who you are. The deep knowing. You already know what fate has in store for you. You know the inevitable. Okay, and you recognize here in this energy that you can't change it. So sometimes we do need to make those difficult decisions. But I feel overall for the majority of you, that there is some positive things coming in here, but we need to address certain things, right? We need to deal with the issues there, especially with the clouds right in the middle of your reading. We need to look to the future and resolve some things and get things back to where we want them to be, or just, find that connection with our person. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. I thank you for watching. If there was something here for you, if you enjoyed your reading, please hit like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have a fantastic month ahead. Center and ground your energy, okay? And expect the unexpected. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.